In light of the holiday season, we present to you our wish list for Toronto FC. Gareth, what comes as number one for you? Is it the fact that Toronto FC has traded away goalkeeper Joe Bendick to Orlando City? Do they need a new goalie?
Right. You don't want to hear my wish list first for Christmas? A new car, a new record player. Yeah, you're right, Danielle. It is at the goalkeeping position. I think that's first on Toronto FC's wish list. As we say goodbye to Joe Bendick, a really good guy, a guy that we're going to miss seeing on a daily basis around the club, but he found himself on the outside looking in with Chris Konopka getting the vast majority of the starts late in the season, and Chris Konopka is moving on as well, which leaves TFC with two young goalkeepers we saw a lot last year for TFC too, in Alex Bono and Quinlan Roberts. But this team is built to win now, and I can't see them going into the season with either one of them as their first choice goalkeeper. Interestingly enough, when TFC was at their best at the beginning of 2 seasons ago, it was Julio Cesar as their goalkeeper, and I think that starting and bringing in a true leader from the back works well. And I think that TFC will look outside of MLS to bring in their next goalkeeper.
Toronto FC also declined options on Robbie Finley as well as Jackson and Manny Aparicio. What would be number two on your wish list?
Well, some of those players can play down the flanks and play down the wings. And I think that for the team to become more well-rounded, you're going to want to add a little bit more pace, preferably from and at and on the wing positions. And I think if you do so, it just gives you a different variance in attack, ability to beat a team in a different way. And a lot of this depends on what system Greg Vanney chooses to play, but that seems to be the next glaring hole on this roster that could be addressed in a variety of different ways.
Number three, is it the fact that we're here in the parking lot at BMO Field?
Yeah.
Will the construction stay on timeline? What is it for you?
Well, I know that the executives within Toronto FC hope that's the case, and we're looking forward to the home opener against FC Dallas in May. But the third thing on my list would be a defensive midfield player, just a player that can sit on top of the back four and really just be a destroyer, a ball winner, and a player that can start the attack from the back. I think that if you find that player, then it allows Michael Bradley and Will Johnson, more box-to-box type midfield players, to go out and do their thing. I think they have players on this team, like Colin Warner can absolutely play that role, but I think if you're just looking to add another body to the equation, that would be a position that I look to address.
Well, it's a short off season. TFC will already get ready for their preseason the first week of February.
Can't wait. The Super Draft coming up in January as well, so keep it locked at torontofc.ca because a lot's going on heading into the new year.
Well, on behalf of Gareth Wheeler and I, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year.